We all have that friend. Oh, I need something spicier. Oh, I need something hotter. You know, we all have that friend. We're kind of like, man, why don't you just go somewhere else? It's the right amount of like spice, you know, where it coats your whole mouth and you're kind of like, oh Lord, you know, I'm afraid what's gonna come out. Today we'll be making the best salsa you'll never taste. What does that mean? No one knows, but we'll figure out what happens with this. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start, so there's different ways. Everything I'm doing here, you can either fry it all, blend it, you have something great. You could char it all, same thing. You know, I'm doing more fresca kind of style, a la minute, if you will. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help out this blender by cutting these tomatoes. A lot of people like to take the core out. My mom would always get mad and say that we're wasting money if we got the core out, which makes no sense, but you know, whatever makes mama happy. So throw our tomatoes in there. That's real good. Then we're gonna get our jalapenos. Here you go, baby. I throw those bad boys in there. And then we got these bad boys. And what are these called, guys? Serranos. Right? It stings the nostrils. Okay, let me put these guys in there. You can add garlic if you want to, but for what I'm doing here, I really don't want to. You saw I really didn't peel the onion, but that's what I do. I make a mess. So we're gonna peel this onion. We're gonna help out the blender a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the core a little bit right here. My grandma would always call it, cut out the little nalguita, and you're good. And then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna just cut this, rough chop it, just to help out the blender so it's not all crazy. Right? Got that, my onion. Okay, we're gonna add peanuts to it. What, peanuts? But the peanuts is gonna add saltiness to it. It's gonna add texture to it. And it's weird, but it adds in-depth flavor. I never had it, but one of our J1s that we had when I used to work at the Hyatt, we made this for us and it was really amazing. How much? Who knows? But you know what's also good with nuts? Put them in your Dr. Pepper, put them in your beer, you know? My buddy Raul likes to put them on his avocado toast in the morning. He needs his protein somehow. So that's what he usually uses. Okay. You think a guy with fat fingers could open this? But, nah. What? Gee, what is this made out of? This is what's wrong with the world today. Can't open this damn thing. Okay, so we got this. Okay, then this is what we're gonna add. So, funny story. When I used to work at this hotel and our servers would always ask for food, we would make really spicy stuff, so they would stop asking for it. But what we realized is that, you know, with the jalapenos and everything else, we add cayenne to it and crushed red peppers to it, because it takes it to a whole different level, right? So how much? Depends on how much you don't like the person, right? So let's do that much. What is that? It's about 2 fingers. So you see, like, that's how much I've added right there. You can see all the goodies right here. And then the next one we're gonna use is crushed red peppers. Everyone's all, that's not spicy, I have it for my pizza. Yeah, but ever had this just like that without your pizza? Don't think so, buddy. Okay, the same thing like that. Okay, and then we're gonna blend the bad boy. The worst part, we have to season it, and who has to taste it to make sure it's seasoned? Me. So this is regular tap water. Okay, we add water to it. Okay, and then make sure, how's it go? Like this? Real important. Make sure everything's on low, like this on 1. Make sure everything is the way it's supposed to. Cannot shoot everywhere. This happens to all of us. Okay. Whew. Okay, guys. So you see it's blending, it's doing its thing, you know. And how long do we blend it? Till it's done. But it's going. We can crank up the juice a little bit. But when you're making salsa, you have to make a serious face. Okay, if not, it's not gonna be spicy. So like this. If you're happy, it's not gonna be spicy. That's the way it is. An old Mexican told me that. That's the way it works. Here comes the dreaded part. I have to taste the thing. Oh, man. Yeah, it's salt to it. How much salt? I don't know. I don't want to taste it twice, so I'm making sure it's good once. Okay. Oh. All right, so. So we gotta cut it like this. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of cilantro to this. Like this. So tajin, I know that we use it for our beers, right? But you can add it to anything. I like to add it to like this because it's gonna be acidic, it's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be salty, you know? So that's what we do with that. Okay. All right. It goes again. Mean face on. Okay. Okay. Taste it one more time. Crazy thing though about hot sauce or anything spicy is that we all know someone that has something spicy and to them it's not spicy, right? They're like, nah, échale más. But what happens is that on people's palates, it gets burned, right? So then that level of spiciness, you don't get anymore. So you have to keep on adding, you know? So for a lot of young cooks, you know, they try to avoid eating anything too spicy so it doesn't burn your palate. Okay, if not, then how do you know what spicy is, right? Because then, so your level of spiciness is this when everyone else is still here. To me, this is super spicy, something that's easy to make, that'll last like a week in your fridge. And the cool thing is it has nuts in it. I think if you were to add a little bit of chocolate to this and you cooked it down a little bit, I think it'd be a really cool mole or even a cool enchilada sauce too. And there we have it, guys. A salsa you probably don't want to eat.
No, best salsa you'll never taste.
The best salsa you'll never taste.
With enthusiasm.
With enthusiasm.